Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Wednesday Wins. I'm Jason Teeters with Jetsetstate, lifestyle designer. And on these episodes, my idea is to give you viewpoints, techniques, tactics, strategies that can help you perform better in your life day to day. And so today's episode is all about how to create more free time in your life. For a lot of people, including myself, we get in this idea that every time we come across somebody, it's like a recurring theme. I'm busy. How's life going? I'm busy. How's the kids going? I'm busy, right? And it almost becomes our natural reaction to our life. And for a lot of us, it feels that way. Day in and day out, we feel like we're running from one place to the next, from one task to the next, from one soccer field, baseball field, work event, networking event, family gathering, right? We're just in this constant running from place to place. And so on today's episode, I really just want to talk about, one, how you can get really clear. What up, brother? How you doing? On today's episode, I really want to talk to you about how do you get really clear on creating that time for yourself, what to do with that time once you get it, and then how to make the most of it. What up, Derek? Glad you joined, brother. And so we're going to talk about this idea that for a lot of people, when it comes to getting free time, you first have to come up with a plan. Why do you need this free time? What are you trying to accomplish? And for a lot of us, we don't know what we're trying to accomplish in this free time. So we may already have the time available to us, but we wouldn't have a complete understanding because we don't know what we're doing when we get it. So whenever I talk to people, I always say, whenever you want to have free time, you have to start by figuring out what are you trying to accomplish. If you're not trying to accomplish anything, then it's really easy to get stuck and not realize all the free time you have available. So create a plan, create a routine, an idea of what you're going to do with that. And then my second step is, now that you may have the free time, right, and it's there and it's ready and available for you, then come up with a plan of what you're going to be doing during that time, right? For so many of us, we don't actually have a plan on how we're going to get this done. So you got to come up. First thing I would say, check your schedule, right? We have dedicated time. Oh, and you guys got to see this. So before I finish anymore, I decided to walk around the neighborhood, and of course I come across the live crew. So it may be a little loud, but I'll get through it here in a second. So create a plan, right? Figure out where your time's going. For me and in our life, Corinne and I do a really good job of understanding our duties, our responsibilities, and exactly what needs to get done that creates the most either monetary value, family value, or just happiness in our life, right? And so you first have to recognize that if you're trying to get more free time. What do you want to do with it? Create a plan of how you're going to use that time wisely, right? And then lastly is clear the noise. There's so much noise out there. Social media, Facebook, Instagram, Stranger Things, Netflix, you name it. There's a million different things trying to occupy your time, day in and day out. And so you have to get really clear about what is important to you, what is important to your family, and what is important to your well-being. And once you start having those three things down pat, then you can start figuring out how to create that time for you that doesn't take away from everything else that you need to accomplish. It doesn't take away from your job. It doesn't take away from your relationship, right? If anything, you start to create this space in your life to have that. And so, for example, a perfect opportunity of that is with my daughter and I. every morning we'd wake up, and from 7 to 9 a.m., it was my time to be able to spend with her. Now, of course, I could have jumped on the internet. I could have started watching the news. I could have done a million different things. But I took that moment to spend that time with my daughter. And now we're at almost a year, and she is used to walking every morning with me. And if you've seen any of my Facebook posts on my regular Facebook page, you would see that I love this time with my daughter, right? And so dedicated time to things that are important, it starts to cut down on all the noise. Dedicated time to the things that bring value to you, your life, your relationships, all that stuff. And trust me, when you have that free time to yourself, when you have that dedicated time to take a breath, to enjoy music, right? To do these things that just sort of replenish you, and it fills your cup up, right? Your cup of, I don't know if you've heard the 5 love languages, but they always talk about filling this cup up of what really gets you going. And of course, for me, being the type of person I am, my cup is engaging with people. And when I get that, then it makes everything else in my day so much better, right? Makes it so much better. So today, this Wednesday, I encourage you, I implore you to take the time out and do the things that bring value to your life. I don't care if it's get away to read the newspaper. Whatever it is for you, you have to continuously fill that cup. And when you fill that cup for yourself, guess what? You find time to fill that cup for other people that's important to your life. Your spouses, your kids, your co-workers, right? Because all of us are running down in this time where we feel that we're so busy, we don't have time to do the things that matter. And so this Wednesday, I encourage you to fill that cup up. You do that by creating a plan, creating a routine, and you cut out the noise. If you can do those 3 things, you will find you have more time in your life than you've ever imagined. So this is Jason with Wednesday Wins. I appreciate so many of you for joining today. Thank you, Derek. Thank you, Mike T. I saw you on there, Bob. It's just great to have people engaging with this. If you could, please share it with somebody you know that is trying to have some free time in their life, where they're going around saying, I'm busy, I'm busy, I'm busy. You share this with them. What up, Tyler? Glad you're watching, brother. Right? Fill that cup up today. Get everybody involved and get that energy back in your life. You won't be disappointed. This is Jason Teeters for another Wednesday Wins. You can find them on YouTube if you under Jetsetstate. If you can, follow or like my Jetsetstate page. I'm so happy you guys joined today, and I wish you a wonderful Wednesday. I'm out. Ooh, look at that, all right? Free time.